The film Click tells the story of Michael Newman, a man caught in the relentless currents of modern life. He's an architect, a devoted husband, and a loving father, juggling the multifaceted roles that define his existence. Yet he's constantly overwhelmed by life's ever-increasing demands, feeling the weight of responsibility pressing down on him. He's desperate to succeed at work, to climb the corporate ladder and achieve professional recognition. Simultaneously, he yearns to be fully present for his family, to cherish every moment with his wife and children, creating lasting memories. But he feels there's never enough time in the day to accomplish everything, leaving him perpetually stressed and unfulfilled. One night, driven by frustration and a desire for convenience, he's searching through an electronic store for a universal remote, hoping to simplify his life. It is then that Michael has a fateful encounter with Morty, a quirky and enigmatic character. Morty presents him with a device that appears to be a universal remote, but it controls not just electronics. It's something far more powerful. This extraordinary device has the ability to control life itself, offering Michael the power to manipulate time and experience. This remote can pause freezing moments in time. It can rewind, allowing him to revisit past experiences, and most importantly, it can fast forward, accelerating through time at will. This allows him to skip through the unpleasant or challenging parts of life, avoiding discomfort and hardship. Michael uses it to skip arguments, avoiding conflict and confrontation. He fast-forwards through illness, bypassing periods of sickness and recovery. And he speeds through long work hours, escaping the drudgery and exhaustion of his demanding job. He quickly becomes convinced that he's found the key to a perfect life, a life free from pain and filled with success. The fantasy is seductive, the allure of a life perfectly curated. It's a life without friction, a highlight reel of only pleasure, achievement and success. But this desire for control, this yearning to manipulate life, is ultimately a trap. True life isn't a highlight reel, a carefully constructed montage of perfect moments. It's a continuous flow, an unbroken stream of joy, sorrow, success and struggle, all intertwined and inseparable. Trying to remove discomfort, to excise the unpleasant aspects of life, ultimately damages the whole experience, leaving it incomplete and devoid of true meaning. Michael, holding remote firmly in hand, doesn't see this yet, blinded by the promise of a better life. He thinks he can edit out suffering, selectively removing the negative aspects of his existence. Michael believes he can keep only the joy, creating a life of uninterrupted happiness and fulfillment. But life isn't a script to be curated, carefully edited and designed for optimal entertainment. It's a journey to be lived fully, authentically, moment by precious moment. The remote promises escape from the mundane, the difficult and the painful. But at what cost? What is the true price of this seemingly perfect escape? The urge to skip pain, to avoid discomfort, is deeply human, a natural instinct ingrained within us. But it blinds us to the richness of the present, to the subtle beauty and profound lessons that lie within every experience. Michael's story is a warning, a cautionary tale about the dangers of seeking to control the uncontrollable. The more we try to control life, to micromanage every aspect of our existence, the more we risk missing it entirely, allowing life to slip through our fingers unnoticed. The remote offers the illusion of mastery, a false sense of power over our own destinies. But real fulfillment comes from embracing every moment, the good and the bad, the easy and the difficult, not just the easy ones, the ones that bring us immediate pleasure and gratification. The film asks, it prompts us to consider the deeper questions about life and happiness. What are we really seeking when we reach for that fast-forward button? What is the underlying desire that drives us? What are we truly hoping to achieve when we wish to fast-forward through life, skipping over the challenges and difficulties? Is it happiness, a genuine and lasting sense of joy and contentment? Or is it just relief from discomfort, a temporary escape from the inevitable challenges and hardships of life? Michael's journey begins with a wish for control, a desire to orchestrate his life according to his own desires. But the lesson lies in surrender, in accepting the unpredictable nature of life and embracing the present moment. The promise of escape is tempting. The allure of a life free from pain is undeniably strong, but the true gift is presence. The ability to fully engage with and appreciate the here and now. The remote is not freedom. It's not a tool for liberation or empowerment. It's a cage, a self-imposed prison that confines us to a limited and artificial existence. Only by letting go of the illusion of control, by surrendering to the flow of life, can Michael and we discover what it truly means to live authentically, to experience the fullness and richness of a life lived without filters or shortcuts. At first, Michael revels in his newfound power, a sense of mastery over his surroundings. He starts using the remote to mute arguments, silencing the discord that once filled his home. And he begins to skip family dinners, those precious moments of connection, fast-forwarding through them as if they were mere inconveniences. All in pursuit of career success, driven by ambition and the desire for achievement. He feels efficient, believing he's finally in control, orchestrating his life with precision. But the remote, with its subtle intelligence, learns his habits, his preferences, and his patterns. And it starts skipping moments automatically, anticipating his desires before he even realizes them. Soon, Michael isn't consciously choosing what to skip. He's losing his grip on the present. The remote is making the choices for him. He becomes a passenger in his own life, no longer the driver, but a mere observer. Watching it pass by on fast-forward, a blur of missed opportunities and fleeting moments. This is a metaphor for how we let habits, those ingrained patterns of behavior and distractions, those constant interruptions that pull us away from the present, run our lives. We avoid discomfort with our phones, seeking solace in entertainment, or filling our days with busyness, putting our lives on autopilot, surrendering to the ease of routine. The illusion of control, the belief that we're in charge, gives way to a loss of agency, a feeling of powerlessness in the face of our own habits. Michael screams for it to stop, desperate to regain control of his life, but the machine he set in motion can't hear him. It's too far gone. This is the danger of unconscious living, of sleepwalking through our days. Avoidance becomes the master, dictating our choices and shaping our reality. When we habitually escape the present, seeking refuge in distractions, we lose the ability to choose, to consciously direct the course of our lives. Life becomes a blur, a rapid succession of events dictated by old programming, by the ingrained patterns of our past. Michael's story warns us. it serves as a stark reminder. The more we avoid, the less we truly live. The more we miss out on the richness of experience. True control isn't skipping the hard parts. It's not about avoiding discomfort or challenge. It's about being awake for all of it, embracing the full spectrum of human experience. The remote is just a symbol, a representation of something deeper for the mind on autopilot, the unconscious patterns that govern our thoughts and actions. To reclaim our lives, to step back into the driver's seat, we must reclaim our presence, our conscious awareness. Otherwise, we risk becoming spectators in our own story, watching our lives unfold from the sidelines. As the remote takes over, Michael's life speeds by in a series of empty highlights. He's there for the promotion and the new house, but absent for the moments that matter. His children growing up, laughter, connection. The highlights feel hollow, stripped of meaning. Life exists only in the present moment. The past is memory, the future a projection. Michael is a ghost in his own life, physically present but emotionally absent. He gains what he thought he wanted, but loses himself. This is the fate of those lost in thought, always elsewhere. The film shows the heartbreak of missing the now. Michael watches his life unfold on a screen, unable to participate. He sees his family become strangers, filled with regret. Sacrificing the present for the future leaves the future just as empty. If you can't inhabit the now, you'll always be absent, no matter your achievements. The lesson: fulfillment is found only in presence, not in chasing milestones. Don't let life pass by while you wait for it to begin. Michael uses the remote to skip pain, sickness, arguments, even grief. He believes avoiding discomfort will make life better, but it only makes it shallow. The ego seeks pleasure and flees pain, missing the truth that pain is a teacher. Skipping grief, he misses healing and family bonding. Skipping arguments, he avoids growth and intimacy. Unfelt emotions fester, leading to deeper problems. Every emotion, even the hard ones, carries wisdom. Being present with pain allows transformation and growth. Avoidance leads to emotional immaturity and emptiness. A full life isn't pain-free. It's one where we have the courage to feel everything. Vulnerability is the path to strength and real joy. Michael's avoidance traps him in a cycle of seeking pleasure and running from pain. The film teaches, embrace discomfort, and you'll find depth and meaning. Michael's life is driven by the illusion that happiness is always in the future. "I'll be happy when I get the promotion," he tells himself, then the next goal and the next. He sacrifices the present, always chasing a better tomorrow. The ego is never satisfied with now. It always projects happiness into the future. But when the future arrives, it's just another present moment. The remote lets Michael skip the journey, but the destination is empty. Achievements bring fleeting satisfaction, never lasting joy. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a state of being rooted in presence. Michael's life becomes a treadmill of striving, never arriving. The film warns, stop chasing the future. Fulfillment is only found here and now. The mind's search for more is endless unless we wake up to the present. The remote is a tool for running from life, not living it. True contentment is found in embracing the moment as it is. Michael fast-forwards to a future where he's wealthy but utterly alone. His wife has left, his children are distant, and he's a shell of the man he hoped to be. This older Michael is the sum of every skipped moment, a mirror of a life unlived. The shock forces Michael to confront the true cost of his choices. Success has led to failure in what matters most. This is a metaphor for moments of awakening in our own lives, when we see the path we're on and realize it's not what we want. Morty reveals that Michael's body was present, but his soul was absent. The unlived life is going through motions without awareness or heart. This confrontation is a wake-up call. Reclaim your life before it's too late. The future is shaped by the presence or absence you bring to each moment. The film hints at multiple possible timelines. Each choice creates a different future. Michael's lonely CEO life is just one outcome, shaped by letting Autopilot run the show. Other timelines where he's present and loving are always possible. Morty, as a spiritual guide, sees all the paths branching from Michael's choices. Every moment is a crossroads, presence or absence, habit or awareness. Michael's struggle to change his fate is a fight to reclaim his power of choice. The tragedy is forgetting how to choose after years on autopilot. The power to change isn't in grand gestures, but in small, everyday moments. Presence in the ordinary is what steers us toward connection and fulfillment. We are the architects of our own reality, one choice at a time. As Michael's life unravels, he learns that true control isn't about manipulating events. It's about inner awareness, presence, and acceptance. Awareness is noticing your thoughts and emotions without being ruled by them. Michael's lack of awareness led to unconscious choices and regret. Presence is inhabiting the now, fully engaged with life as it unfolds. For Michael, this means truly being with his family, not just physically, but emotionally. Presence is the antidote to autopilot. It anchors us in reality. Acceptance is the hardest skill, acknowledging what is without resistance. Michael's struggle was fighting against discomfort, fueling his desire to escape. By accepting reality, we stop fighting life and find peace. The remote promised control, but real power comes from surrendering to the present. In awareness, presence, and acceptance, we find the freedom the remote could never give. Michael's journey is a call to wake up and live consciously. The lesson: let go of the need to skip life's hard parts. Embrace every moment and discover a deeper strength and peace. The true universal remote is your own conscious attention. The film's climax finds Michael dying, a poignant moment of reckoning. He is finally seeing the true cost of his choices, the impact they've had on his life and the lives of those around him. He watches his son repeat his mistakes, a painful echo of his own past. And, with his last strength, he urges him to put family first, to break the cycle. This is Michael's awakening, a profound shift in perspective. He's taking back the remote, seizing control of his narrative. He is making a conscious choice at last, a decision to change his course. Suddenly, he wakes up in the store. The vision fades. It was all a vision, a glimpse into a possible future. He has been given a second chance, an opportunity to rewrite his story. He returns home, a changed man. He embraces the chaos and beauty of real life, the imperfections and all. Michael learns that every moment is precious, a gift to be cherished. Not just the easy ones, but the difficult ones too, for they shape us. He's the editor of his life, the one who decides what stays and what goes. Not by skipping scenes, avoiding the uncomfortable truths, but by being present for all of them, fully engaged in the unfolding story. The film's message, a powerful reminder: you are not the movie, the drama, the events that unfold, but the awareness behind it, the consciousness that observes it all. It's never too late to wake up, to become aware, and reclaim your power of choice, your ability to shape your destiny. At any moment, you can put down your own remote, release your grip, your distractions, your autopilot, the things that keep you from truly living, and return to the present, to the only moment that truly exists. You are the writer, the author of your own life, director and editor of your story, the master of your fate. Will you be a passive watcher, a mere observer of your own existence? Or will you pick up the true controls of consciousness and actively shape your reality? The life you want is waiting. A world of possibilities awaits, right here, right now, in this very present moment.